Yo, what is going on, everybody? Caveman Jack back for another album reaction slash review, and we are back live from the studio. Yo, hopefully, you guys are having an awesome week, man. Really pumped for this week's album reaction. We are diving into the legendary solo work of one of my favorite artists, Thom Yorke. Now, many of you guys know on the channel that found Radiohead and really fell in love with that band and their sound. And it truly is one of my favorite bands of all time now. I love listening to them. I listen to their music most days now. But a really incredible thing is happening next month. Well, this month. Thom Yorke is coming to Australia to do some shows, and this will be my first time seeing the great man live. Myself and my dad, we're going to go down and check out one of his shows. And I don't know what, it's going to be so trippy to see the great man live, and I'm so excited. And obviously I know a fair amount of his music, but it's really important as well to dive into some of his solo work as well. I've heard so much great stuff from you guys. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and this just feels like the best time to really dive into some of his work. He's got a couple of projects to go through, which is fantastic. On today's episode, though, we're going to be checking out his debut solo album. I think it's his debut solo album, The ERASER. Now, this was in 2006. Really interested to hear what sounds we get. From what I've read, it's quite trippy sounds. I'm definitely open to that. I really enjoy music that kind of takes you on this wild ride. And one of my favorite parts about Radiohead's music and any music that Thom has an influence on is that you really don't know what's going to happen next. And it's so exciting. So let's get into it. This is The ERASER by the legendary artist Thom Yorke. With those Kid A Amnesiac drums right now.
Please excuse me, but I got to ask. Are you only being nice because you want something? My fairy tale Arab princess. Be careful how you respond, 'cause you might end up in this song. The more you try to erase me, the more that I appear. Oh, the more you try the eraser, the more that you appear. You know the answer, so why do you ask? I am only being nice because I want something like a kid with a ball of love. And it's doing me in, doing me in, doing me in, doing me in, doing me in. You're wrong, you're
The ERASER title track and the first song on this album. Very much that Kid A amnesiac sound, right? With those really heavily electronic soundscapes. Wasn't like a really overbearing soundscape. Felt quite therapeutic and quite easy to fall into. Um, the piano was just, I had that bit of distortion on it, slightly like out of tune as well at times. And then those just electronic beats and kind of like vibrations, man. It just felt like, really did feel like a callback to that sound that we saw on Kid A and Amnesiac. It's 2006 release, so you're kind of getting that kind of little bit of that era. I think Hail to the Thief was probably out, but quite an easy listen. I like that. It was very simple. The more I try to erase you, the more you appear. The more you try to erase me, the more I appear. Just yeah, it's kind of nice soundscape and kind of nice lyricism to match that kind of open, wide, expansive sound that we had there.
Self-fulfilling prophecy of endless possibility. Your rolling rings across the screen. In algebra, it gets you down. It gets you down. There's no spark, no light in the dark. It gets you down.
I like how this one's building.
It gets you down. There's no time. There's no time to analyze, to think things through, to make sense. Like candles in the city, you never look so pretty. By power cards and blackouts, sleeping like babies. It gets you down. It gets you down. You're just playing a part. You're just playing a part. There's no time. There's no time to
Bro, that track was crazy. Oh my gosh. I just loved how like that beat just had so much like punchiness to it. Again, that really electronic sound, like I just love that. And they've used that beat a fair bit, like that kind of like, I don't know, it's really airy kind of sound, like I liked how the piano like had so much variation, like you could really feel it, like as the song moved, so did the piano, and it kind of kept that same kind of tone, but it also felt like we were moving up the scale, down the scale. I thought Tom sounded fantastic on that song. I thought his flow and the way he moved with the soundscapes was another thing that I'm always admiring in his music, and that song was no different. Really feels like an extension to the Eraser, the first track, building upon that. Absolutely love that song. I love that song. And, I hear those soundscapes and I just can't help but I can't help but smile because it feels so great. The classic kind of like the song will play out, the beat will be there, and you got the piano going. That's got really a fair amount of emotion in it already, and then you just got those harmonies. Like just playing out the song. It's very Tom. It's a very classic Radiohead. It's a move, we hear in a lot of those tracks, and it's something that will get me every time. I love it. That was a fantastic song. Okay, so once again, very electronic. I feel like maybe that is the soundscape to expect on this project by the sounds of it so far. I like it. It's called The Clock, and it sounds a bit like a clock. The noises he's making, it's like ticking a little bit. Coming to the left here now. A couple times, I think earlier it was on the right here. It just moves, like the mix has been moving this whole song. Man, he's like full beatboxing on that track, right? Like I loved how like he formed the beat with that and then just sampled it, looped it, and that kind of acted as the backbone of the track. Harmonies, once again, he's used his voice as an instrument so well on this solo project. He used it as that backbeat. He also had like his lines as he was singing throughout the track. He had the harmonies that really acted like an extension to the synth work and the guitar work. I liked how the mix constantly moved from left to right here. It felt like you were kind of moving with the track. Very immersive track so far. I keep saying it, but it's very similar to how I was feeling on Kid A and Amnesiac, the way that we dived into this electronic world. You close your eyes and you could feel like you could see the different sounds kind of like playing out in front of you in a way that was just like really immersive. It's similar to what I'm getting right now. Hey man, how the beats on this album, eh? Synth work.
Cause this is fucked up. People get crushed like biscuit crumbs and lay down in the bitumen. No, it just isn't happening. fucked up. I don't care what the future holds, 'cause I'm right here and I'm today. With your fingers you can touch me.
Nice ad-libs there, man. It's great.
Black swan, black swan. This is fucked up, fucked up.
Oh. Great, mate. This is great synth work here, man. With that beat.
You are fucked up, fucked up. This is fucked up, fucked up.
Man, Black Swan, such a good track. I loved how kind of minimalistic in terms of like singing. Quite often is with a lot of Tom's work. Like, there's not a lot of lines. So patient in his delivery. Yeah, just a really catchy song. Like, you could catch the melody, you could catch the tone, and really follow it. I liked all the. I mean, there were so many intricate sounds, right? As the song was building, and at the end there, we had that ruler sound, like dung dung. Great synth work, especially that little bridge before the final chorus. Incredible. Just a fantastic track. It very much feels like you've dived into the mind of Thom Yorke, right?
I'm in a skip divided malfunction. I flap around and dive bomb frantically around your light, enveloped in a sad distraction. I got your voice repeating endlessly.
I don't think I've ever heard him sing this low.
Could you smother me? I swoop around your head, but I never hit. I'm blinded by your daylight. I only got my name, I only got my situation. I just need my number and location. And the wall keeps telling me, hey, 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 hey. Yeah, you are a fool, you are a fool for sticking around, for sticking around. I tried every trick in the book, I tried to look in you, every trick in the book. Oh, how come I love? No one can undress your elliptical caress. Don't look into your eyes, 'cause you're desperately in love, in love, in love. I just need my number and location.
Wow. What a wild track. I've never heard Tom sound like that before.
No more going to the dark side with your flying saucer eyes. No more falling down a in your brain and no false starts.
It's a very like a scene setting piece, this one, like it's super immersive, but a little bit more kind of, I don't know, spaced out than the other tracks, I think. I don't know how I felt about like the popping of the kind of drums. They just like that, like just I don't know if that really, it kind of irked me a little on a first listen at least. I just enjoyed how easy though it was to fall into that song. Really like minus that kind of popping sound, I really felt like I was just like I could close my eyes and really, I'm even just like there where I was just like harmonizing with the kind of instrumentation. It just felt so natural and easy to do so. Atoms for Peace as well, the song title. I'm pretty sure that is the band title of another Thom Yorke side project. I don't know who is in the band besides him. That song had some great drops.
Don't walk the plank like I did. You just can't do anything about it. Can you see me when I'm running? Can you see me when I'm running away from them? Away from them.
Love this bass guitar, man.
We think the same things at the same time. There are too many of us, so you can't. There are too many of us, so you can't count.
That's beautiful, that. Whoa.
It was a slippery, slippery, slippery slope. It was a slippery, slippery, slippery slope. I feel me slipping in and out of consciousness. I feel me slipping in and out of consciousness. I feel me.
Another fantastic song. I've just like loved the electronic sounds on this. It's given me. I was talking earlier about like Kid A, Amnesiac, but another album, The King of Limbs, which I re-listened to it very recently, and that album, man, is so dang good. That album is so dang good. It's got so much gems on it. But what is so cool is the percussive nature of it and how like electronic and trippy the drum beats are. Bunch of the songs on this album have really just felt like they've just, I don't know, just allowed so many pockets of random instrumentation. And I don't think it's like the instrumentation that you hear on Amnesiac and some parts of Kid A that can be very like jarring. I feel like there's some random instrumentation here, but it feels a little bit easier on the ears on a first listen. Could be because I'm used to it, but I just don't think it's as jarring as Kid A or Amnesiac. But it just feels like very easy to listen to. So it's experimental, but not overbearing to put the listener in a space where they can't follow it. It's very, I think it's quite natural to follow. Challenges the listener, but in a way that is a little less jarring than some of Radiohead's work. So much fun though to go through this project. But actually here, Tom kind of really drew down into the love he has for electronic music, which is very evident in Radiohead's work, especially as the years have gone on. It's awesome to see that in 2006, he very much continued to build on what they'd kind of found and formulated in Kid A and Amnesiac. And just as I say that, we have this very, very jarring instrumentation to begin this track.
Try to save, but it doesn't come off the road. Try to build a wall that is high enough. It's all boiling over, all boiling over.
We got a piano. Here we go.
Try to save your house, try to save your songs, try to
piano coming into such electronic sounds, right?
No conversation, no conversation. You should have took me up when you had a chance. You should have took me up when you had a chance.
Love when the piano comes in, man. It's beautiful. Just a lot of like hi-hat action, snare there, so punchy. It's the harmony, man. Man, such a chaotic mix, but it just felt so peaceful. There was so much going on, but it just, oh man, like just so easy to fall into. Really, just it's hectic when you isolate each of those sounds. There's so much happening, but he's just placed the tracks in such a manner that it just feels so, I don't know, like therapeutic. Even the kind of offbeats that feel like they should be like jarring, they just naturally fall into where the song's progressing. It's multiple times on this album we've had that experience where it's just been so much going on, yet it hasn't felt like we're out of time. Like it's just very, very impressive, and you just wonder how people can make music like this. They can create this vision. It's very, very, very spectacular. The Eraser was a fantastic project to sit through. Tom's debut solo album, I think. Some incredible highlights on that project. As a whole, I think the whole album just hits. Again, I'm a huge fan of this type of sound. Naturally, this is the kind of these are the soundscapes that I love, and to hear extensions of this and hear more stuff like this is always a pleasure. The Eraser is a fantastic intro song. Analyze is a great follow up that I really feel like extends the intro track and builds upon that. Black Swan, really great track. I can see here that it's one of the most played songs on the album. Not surprised. I loved how it built. Harrowdown Hill was an awesome song as well. And then Cymbal Rush basically just says it in the title. Like you're getting so much percussion. The cymbal work on that track is fantastic and an awesome closer to what I think is a really tight, super solid project that kind of gives you a little bit more insight into the musical genius of Thom Yorke himself. Feels like you are opening the door to his brain and he's just showing you the music he loves and his passion for electronic music. Man, I'm so excited to see the great man soon in a couple of weeks. It's going to be an incredible thing. And it feels like, after these last couple of years, almost like 2 years since I first checked out Kid A, which feels like it's crazy to me that time has flown so quickly in my life, but for the channel as well. We've listened to so much great music, and Radiohead is one of the pivotal, foundational kind of series on this channel that means so much to me and always will. So to see the great man himself is one step closer to seeing the full band one day. That's my hope for sure. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to check out my other Radiohead videos or the Smile videos, I've got a playlist where I've listened to so much great music, and it's been a lot of fun along the way recording those reactions. That was the Eraser by the legendary Thom Yorke. My name is Caveman Jack. Take care, everybody, and I will see y'all in the next video. Cheers.
It gets you down. It gets you down.